right, Community Strong 4, Jackson MS. Next one's up. Also, we've got the community conversation, and this morning at 10:30 we'll have Christina McField, a multidisciplinary artist, cultural producer, and curator, and she's got some serious optics for composing art, for expressing oneself. So we want to dive right in and find out a little bit more about Miss McField so that we can connect with her in the near days to come. So it looks like I'm connected on Facebook Live. Let me go back and check again. And while I'm doing this, let me get my little theme music up. Y'all want to hear some music? Yesterday, Moving Southern Style and Black Gold at the Max showed out at the Juneteenth event, Ferris Street. Special shout out to Kamikaze, Two Broke the Ball. Man, I really appreciate how you bring us together collectively in a safe space. Didn't have any issues, no challenges. And I want to thank the community for showing up and not showing out. So this morning, let me start off with the theme music. Moving Southern Style, produced by Snow with no W, and my main man, Byron Broomfield, the Black Goldie the Max. So just sit back and reflect on Community Strong 4, Jackson MS. Hey.
Unity, love, and peace. Get peace. Love. Unity, strong. Hey, everybody. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Welcome to the show. We about to drop some knowledge. The Mr. Howard Sanders with the brother Coach Abadi. Superheroes, conversation about the real. They try to keep it clean, but let's express how you feel. Good spirit, good vibe, no hatred or no hate. We all in the same, they gon' change a better day. The prophet of the truth, initials POT. No price tag on this knowledge, you can get it for the free. Reach one, teach one, the old and the young. We got it by the spirits with the power of the tongue. I'm on the inside looking out, they on the outside looking in. Keep it cordial, don't exploit it. Call them family, call them friends. You pursue it, you can do it.
There we go. We are connected to YouTube. Ooh-wee. Excellent connection. Visions Unlimited Studio. Our very own Miss Batala White. Thank you so much for raising me up, for seeing in me what I was not capable of seeing for myself.
Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong.
Hey. All right, Community Strong 4, Jackson MS. Black Goldie the Mac. Be sure to connect with him on Facebook with Byron Broomfield tonight at 7 p.m. They'll have JHS 23G1 on Niggaology 601. And I always like for people to know, don't allow your perception and your perspective to alienate you from what's really going on. So we're going to start out this morning with acknowledging the city of Canton. Got to give a shout out to Mr. T. Smith up there in Canton, Mississippi. I was doing my 8 to 5, saving people's lives with this Takata airbag recall. And yes, it is very serious. Those airbag inflators have the possibility of, when they're deploying, they may explode and spray the vehicle with shrapnel. So when you see my door hanger, you see my green HHR with the airbag recall, it is for real. I'm there to save your lives. I'm there to assist you in the process. And all I need is 20 minutes and a scheduled appointment date to to get that taken care of for you. So I was at one of the apartment complexes up there in Canton, Mississippi. Beautiful city. Congratulations to the new administration, both the aldermen and women, as well as the new mayor, looking for something moving forward. So we would just want to applaud them. They've got their hands. They got a lot of work ahead of them. Ain't nothing like having to work. So I was at one of the apartment complexes. This was my third visit there. I was looking for a client. And I just happened to notice that they've got one of those big moving bins, the infamous moving bin, and they're using it for trash, which is a good idea. It's a fantastic concept. And it also offers a little convenience. However, once you have filled it to its capacity, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging to put any more trash or garbage in that particular dumpster. So those dumpsters do have, I'm full, I'm overflowing. And now the trash is starting to fall on the ground and expose itself. The smell is starting to have its own personality, and it affects the residents. So I took to Facebook in a no blaming, no shaming, non-judgmental approach, quiet tone, and I reached out to the Community Strong for Jackson MS community. We're not just focusing on Jackson. We're focusing on communities wherever this HHR pulls up or wherever our community members are engaging in a challenge where there is some assistance needed. We're not asking anybody to do the work. We just need some assistance in how we go about in getting a workable solution. So I got on Facebook Live, did a little 2-minute infomercial, and within 20 minutes, I got a call from one of our members, very engaged in the community. Want to thank you, Miss FT. Thank you so much. And then I got Miss RG, but on Facebook, she's GR. I met this lady when I was at St. Dominic's about to have surgery, and just having her at the front desk, the information desk, she made my anxiety kind of come down to a manageable level where I had balance. So they got on Facebook and they went to tagging people and connecting with people. And before you know it, I got a call from Mr. T. Smith. Mr. T. Smith, in my eyes, in my spirit, you are a superhero. Superheroes are people that see things, see situations, and they just can't sit by and watch. Good, bad, or indifference, they become engaged. And this gentleman reached out to me, called me, and told me he was headed to that apartment complex for his own observation, to gather his own, in other words, to come and see what was going on. I met him there, and I was able to meet a person that is community engaged. And I just want to thank you, Mr. T. Smith, and we're looking forward to a positive outcome for our children, our babies, our elders, and the adults. Dumping the dumpster is not going to be the all end. We want to make sure that we communicate and connect with those residents so that we can get them more informed, more engaged, and more aware of how to reach out to community, to city leadership. So we're going to see how that goes and looking forward to a positive outcome. I'm reading 2 books, and I've got 8. So my goal is to read at least 2 pages out of each book, but these really they just really are where I need to be. I need a little inspiration, a little motivation, a little lift. And the first one is called The Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday. And I'm not getting any sponsorship for this, but it seems to be a pretty good read. Let me just show you. So what I want to do is, let's go into, today is the 22nd. And I'm really enjoying this one. I need something on a day-to-day basis to ingest, to digest. June 22nd, the definition of insanity. If you are defeated once and tell yourself you will overcome, but carry on as before, know in the end you'll be so ill and weakened that eventually you won't even notice your mistake and will begin to rationalize your behavior. Epictetus discourses 2, period 18, period 31. If you're defeated once and tell yourself you will overcome, but carry on as before, know in the end you'll be so ill and weakened that eventually you won't even notice your mistake and will begin to rationalize your behavior. I'm just going to let that lay right there in your mind and in your spirit. It's been said that the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. Yet that's exactly what most people do. They tell themselves, today I won't get angry. I won't be angry. I won't engage in angry. Today I won't gorge myself. But they don't exactly do anything differently. They try the same routine and hope it will work this time. Hope, and I repeat, hope, and I repeat, hope is not a strategy. Failure is a part of life we have little choice over. Learning from failure, on the other hand, is optional. Learning from failure, on the other hand, is optional. We have to choose to learn. We conscientiously opt to do things differently, to tweak and change until we actually get the result we're after. But that's hard. But then doing it the other way is hard. That's not in the book, but I'm just kind of throwing that in there. Sticking with the same unsuccessful pattern is easy. It doesn't take any thought or any additional effort, which is probably why most people do it. The definition of insanity, June 22nd, from the Daily Static, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living. Ryan Holiday, best-selling author of The Obstacle is the Way, and Stephen Hanselman. I'm probably going to have somebody interpret that today on our 10:30 show. Be sure to connect with us Thursdays and Sundays on our Facebook live stream, Howard Sanders, uppercase I, Howard Sanders, Roman numeral I, as well as on YouTube, Howard space Sanders, the number 2. I want to encourage you all to continue to grow the community of Community Strong Fort Jackson, MS. Next one's up. Next one's up are our 8 through 35-year-olds. We want to make sure that they have a platform and they get an opportunity to engage, touch, hold, use the baton. The next reading is going to come from The Daily Dad. I want to thank my son, Joshua Sanders, for putting me in a position where I'm learning. I just knew that when I got to be this age and he became 21, 22, that things were going to be just smooth sailing. But life wouldn't be lifing if it was always smooth sailing. So I want to thank Joshua Howard Sanders for making me a better person and for growing me into the next channels, the next chapters of my life. Also, my mentor, Big Raheem Lockhart. Brother, I want to thank you so much for the past 2 weeks for pouring into me about parenting. And I look forward to ingesting and digesting those things that you have intimately shared with me. This is the Daily Dad. 366 meditations on parenting, love, and raising great kids. Ryan Holiday, Sunday Times best-selling author of The Daily Static. We just read The Daily Static, so let me go in here and see what Brother Ryan Holiday. And I want to make sure I acknowledge Joseph Holiday. All right, them Holidays with them last name Holidays, oh man, they some deep guys. Okay, let's see what he's got for us on the 22nd. Title is Just Go to Bed. Sleep is the interest we have to pay on the capital, which is called in at death. Wow. Sleep is the interest we have to pay on the capital, which is called in at death. the higher the interest rate and the more regularly it is paid, the further the date of redemption is postponed. So I take it that it's saying if you get the appropriate amount of sleep, you might get a chance to utilize the sleep, which means you'll be alive. And if you don't take care of yourself and you're not sleeping, then you may have to pay the interest on the capital, which is the Grim Reaper. I'm not for certain if that's what that is, but please leave me a comment if you understand and can interpret that. This is by Arthur Schopenhauer, Schopenhauer. Miss Felicia Tripp, got to acknowledge you. I'm really enjoying being in your class, and thank you so much for encouraging me, for pulling me, and for applying pressure. Here we go. You know your kids are a mess when they don't sleep. That's why you follow the bedtime ritual religiously. You know that kids get into trouble at night. Adults do too, if left to their own devices. That's why your teenager has a curfew that you enforce with an iron fist. And yet, here you are, up late again, mindless watching TV. Here you are, tired in the morning, again, because you were up late on your phone. You could have gone to bed. You knew you should have gone to bed, but you didn't. Who suffers? Your kids do, because you're grouchy, because you don't have energy, because you're behind, because maybe they even sense that you're a hypocrite. If you want to be a better parent, start going to bed earlier. Give yourself a bedtime that you honor and respect and enforce. Value sleep. Take care of yourself. Everyone will benefit. Sleep is the interest we have to pay on the capital, which is called in at death. The higher the interest rate and the more regularly it is paid, the further the date of redemption is postponed. And that is the Daily Dad, 366 meditations on parenting, love, and raising great kids. Brother Ryan Holiday. Maybe one day I can get him on the couch. He seems to be a young man, but he's a man filled with wisdom. All right. I want to also invite you all out tomorrow night, Monday night. I'm doing what's called a mind redirection conversation. Mind redirection conversation. And that's going to take place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So if you don't have anything to do and you want to laugh, it's uncensored and unapologetic. So there's a lot of words being used. I'm around some grown folks and we're doing grown folks conversation. So if you want to come in and engage and maybe hear a word, a sentence, not the adjectives and the wildness, but just to hear a word, to share a sentence, to share a paragraph that may resonate with you, that may bring you closer to being a better version of yourself, or maintaining the better version of yourself, or identifying some character defects that we have to work on as adults. All right. Now I'm going to give us our announcements for Sunday. Also, you can always reach out to us at 601-937-5671. I suggest that you text me first. And I would have never thought that I would have been using one of these devices to text. I had no idea that I would take time to text. But I, too, have been bitten by the text bug. Also, I really don't know where we're going with the crisis, with the situation we just incurred with Iran. I'm not into governmental politics. I'm becoming more and more engaged by listening and watching. But you guys keep your eyes and your ears connected. Make sure you're saving some money. Make sure you're putting something away. Make sure you're altering your consumption behavior, because we've got some things coming down the pipeline. Okay. Here we go. June 22nd, which is today, 2025, is the last day to sign up for barber camp. And I would love to get whoever this is behind this initiative on the couch to share their story. But this is a barber camp. They not like us. And you can find them on Instagram and Facebook at Executive Barber College. Email williamstracy728@gmail.com. Let me spell that. WILLIAMSTRACY728@gmail.com. Also, there's a Cash App. I will let you communicate with them. Phone number is going to be 769-233-7596. 769-233-7596. And this is going to be the month of July, the 14th through the 16th. And today is the last day to sign up for the barber camp. Stuff the Bus. Jackson Public Schools, transferring lives through excellent education. Saturday, June 28th, 2025. 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Buses will be at Kroger's, I-55 North Frontage Road, and Walmart Highway 18. Join us in supporting our teachers with donations of classroom supplies. Specific items or gift cards may be purchased and placed on the bus. Volunteers will be on hand to assist in receiving those donations. For additional information, please call Partners in Education at 601-209-4341 or Women for Progress of Mississippi at 601-259-6770. Once again, Stuff the Bus. This is an effort, an initiative, an action, a call to action to support Jackson Public School teachers. Saturday, June 28th, 2025, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. They've got 2 locations. Buses will be at Kroger, I-55 North Frontage Road, and Walmart Highway 18. Here's just some suggested supplies. Dry erase markers, scissors, hole puncher, staplers, pencils, regular and colored, the infamous crayons, pens, black, blue, and red, notebooks, primary composition and spiral, tissue, paper, manila, white, and colors. And the lead sponsors are Kroger, Women for Progress, and Walmart. For additional information, 601-209-4341. That's Partners in Education. Or Women for Progress of Mississippi at 601-259-6770. All right. On Thursday, and I want to give a hoorah to Mr. Bill Washington. We thank you, we acknowledge you, and we appreciate you being a superhero in the community for all that you do at the New Horizon Church. And this event is going to take place, is going to be in full effect on July the 2nd, 2025, New Horizon Church, 750 Bobby Rush Boulevard, our very own Bobby Rush, Suite 200. You will not miss it. It's the big church it's the big structure on the hill. Jackson, Mississippi 39204. Time is going to be 10 a.m. to noon. What to expect? Free box fans while supplies last. Energy saving tips to reduce your energy bill. Energy efficient kits, refreshments, and cooling station. Who has access to this? Entergy customers must bring proof of residence. First come, first served for giveaways. Once again, you have to have the appropriate credentials to participate in receiving a free box fan. So please bring proof of residence. Proof of residence. So if you want additional information, please reach out to New Horizon Church. This experience is going to be on July the 2nd from 10 a.m. to noon. 10 a.m. to noon. What I want to do now is just bear with me. I want to see if I'm on Facebook Live. If you're in the area, come by and get you one of these sweet donuts. I got 14 people that are up this morning and they are connecting, and I can't thank you all enough for making me get up this morning, because after hanging out with Kamikaze 2 Broke the Ball and the community at the Juneteenth celebration, I am burnout. Also, this comes to mind. You've got Seven Spaces Entertainment. They've had two events. First, they were here Thursday night. I had a blast with them. Man, I love them. I had a blast with them. And I even saw some Seven Spaces connections out yesterday at the Juneteenth event. Great vendors. Be sure to check the Facebook streaming live for some of the vendors that was there and the atmosphere. Also, today they're having a mixer and a mimosas. I'm not for sure if I'm saying it correctly. Be sure to go to Aisha Lewis' page. Also, you can follow them at Seven Spaces Entertainment. They're on YouTube. They're also on Instagram for today's experience with Seven Spaces Entertainment. Also, tonight at 7 o'clock p.m., we'll have our very own JHS 23G1 on Niggerology 601. That's going to be real interesting, and prayerfully I'll be able to Facebook Live it. I don't know what their guidelines are, so there may be some restrictions. So please be sure to connect with that. On Thursday night at 7 p.m., we've got Operation Hope. You do not want to miss Operation Hope. We really want to focus in on our finances. We want to be able to exist in this new world order or this new economic travel. So please connect with us on Thursday night at 7 p.m. And then we also may have a special superhero to come in and elaborate a little bit more on this experience regarding Stuff the Bus. All right. So here we go. Benny Foster for U.S. Congress MS-02. Let's reimagine Mississippi together. And you can follow on Facebook at REIMAGINEMS, Instagram REIMAGINEMS02, Twitter REIMAGINEMS, and TikTok REIMAGINEMS. You can contact them at 601-868-5557. This gentleman here is dynamic. He's engaged, and he's a product of our very own community. And he came back from living on the beach to be a superhero in our city of Jackson. He's also a The I Love graduate and a mentorship coach. He loves on our children, our elders, our young adults, and he's connected with New Vineyard Church. That's Mr. Benny Foster, and Mrs. Foster is no joke herself. In-person and virtual community meetings, the Brooklee Homeowners Association quarterly meetings in person are in Zoom, and their motto is, we are stronger together. The next meeting is going to be September the 9th. Register to attend on their website at brookleehoa.org. Normally, the location is Griffith Memorial Church, 5275 Terry Road, Mississippi 39212. You can reach out to them for more information, and maybe just give some suggestions on what it takes to start a homeowners association. Conflict resolution workshop. Develop tools to help you practice active listening, control your anger, never leave a problem unsolved, be clear about what you want, learn to forgive, take turns talking to each other about a problem, stay calm, compromise, stand up for yourself by being assertive, deal with what is happening right now. And this experience is every Thursday at the Jackson Police Training Academy, 3000 St. Charles Street, Jackson, Mississippi, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Contact number is 601-960-1378. One Voice. Respond, Recover, Rebuild, Mississippi Center for Jackson. They have free legal clinics. Come talk to an attorney about access and resources you need for your family and community. Get help with drafting petitions to clear your record, foreclosure prevention, supporting children with special education needs, resolving landlord-tenant issues, reporting housing discrimination, drafting wills, applying for Medicaid and CHIP, reporting police misconduct, registering to vote, and voting rights. Normally this is 11 a.m. Oh, no, we've already missed this. Hold on. This is from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. They did a session in Greenwood, Mississippi on June 15th and June 17th, which is already passed. And they did something in Rolling Fork, June 6th and June 18th, which is already passed. But keep in mind, Mississippi Center for Justice, if you have any of those challenges in front of you, respond, recover, rebuild. And this is through one voice. Mississippi Center for Justice. Also, I want you to connect to Jackson Neighborhoods. They have a community calendar, so that's going to be JXNNEIGHBORHOODS.com. Please connect with them so that you'll know what's going on in community, knowing community now, as well as there's another group out there. They go by the name of Jacksonians for Jackson, and they're well engaged too as well. Jane Avenue Neighborhood Association monthly meeting. If I'm not mistaken, they're meeting the second Monday of each month at the Jane Avenue Community Center. Thunder and North zoning meeting, that's already passed, and that was on Monday, June the 9th. And I believe that might be it. No, let me see what else we got here. Cultural Connections every Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this is, it doesn't say where. They join us each week for an evening of arts and culture as we explore our shared experiences and its impacts on identity and more within our communities. Got to get some more information on that. I met a gentleman yesterday, and he was walking through, headed to the main stage, and he said, "Hey, man, yeah, Mr. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing." And that just sent, man, I was so inspired. I was so pulled to continue to do the work of connecting people to resources to people, community, knowing community now. And I actually had to chase him down. So he's on the live yesterday, the Facebook live stream from the Juneteenth event on Fair Street. And if anybody knows that gentleman, please send me his contact information, 601-937-5671, 601-937-5671. He's toward the back end, maybe he's within the last 10 minutes of that live stream. I really would like to get his contact name and his contact number, 601-937-5671, so that if he's local, I can get him on the couch, and if he's not, so we can have him to call in, because he expressed that this gentleman here, that Community Strong, is all about the good, the up, the positive, the lift in the city of Jackson. I'm not associated with the blaming and the shaming. You can find it on other channels. You can find it on the news. Also, shout out to WLBT3 yesterday. My correspondent, she came out and she had an intern with her. And it's just, I really want to thank our medias here in the city for giving our next ones up an opportunity to get their microphones wet, getting their lenses wet. And also today, hopefully at our 10:30 show, probably toward the back end of the show, we're going to be doing, toward the back end of our conversation, hopefully we'll be able to do some call-ins, 601-317-8138. You're going to hear your voice within the microphone. You're going to hear, what is it called? You're going to hear yourself speaking, but don't allow that to infringe on the fact that we can't hear that. So whatever your question, whatever your input is, we greatly appreciate you, and hopefully we'll have the lines open at 601-317-8138. And that's going to be Miss Christina McField. She's a multidisciplinary artist, cultural producer, and curator, and she got some serious art. But it's not necessarily, the visual is one, but the story behind the visual is Want to give a shout out to Nairobi, Kenya. We got a connection with Nairobi, Kenya. That's right. Nairobi, Kenya is in the studio. Last but not least, also we want to give an acknowledgement to the Juneteenth fireworks extravaganza that experience was on Wednesday, June the 18th. Thank you all so much for putting us in the big time. Big time. They had a big time event. All I'm asking you to do is get up off the couch. Come out and network. Build some relationships. Nurture some relationships. Do something different. Last but not least, the COP schedule. And they meet each Thursday. That's our very own JPD department. COPS stands for Community-Oriented Policing Services. This strategy focuses on a commitment to building trust and mutual respect between police and communities. It is critical to public safety, ensuring that all stakeholders work together to address Jackson's crime challenges. You can find the updates on jacksonneighborhoods.com. That's JXNNEIGHBORHOODS.com. So this is going to be the third Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I'll do the third and the fourth. Third Thursday is going to be 6 p.m. Grove Park Community Center, 4126 Parkway Avenue, Jackson, Mississippi, 39209. And then the fourth Thursday is going to be at the Fondren Presbyterian Church, 3220 Old Canton Road, Jackson, Mississippi. And that experience starts at 5:30. Hey, this is Mr. Hey, Community Conversation. And I think we might be, I really want to, when you hear community conversation, does it direct you to what we actually want to inspire, motivate, take action on? And that's to connect. So we're looking at maybe rebranding it as community connection conversation, connecting people, persons to knowing community now. Just need a little feedback from the community in regards to, as opposed to in regards to community conversation, which has a nice buzz to it, or community connection conversation. Would you please put that in my comments and let me know? And I just want to get a vote on that. Community connection conversation, community connections conversation. Might need to put an S on there because we all about connecting. Or do we need to put an ING on there? So need your input, need your support. Continue to use the channel as a vessel to communicate, to connect with the community. Anything that's positive and uplifting, events, organizations, persons that are achieving, that are difference makers and change makers in the community. And that's going to do it for this morning's edition of the announcements. And we'll be back at 10:30. That's correct. Today with Christina McField, multidisciplinary artist, cultural producer, and curator. And I think she's going to have a very interesting story and insight on how, who, where she is. And be mindful that you are a superhero wherever your feet are planted. Superheroes assemble. See you back here, 10:30 a.m. Facebook Live, Howard Sanders, uppercase I. Or if you're hearing it like this, Howard Sanders, Roman numeral 1, or on YouTube, Howard space Sanders, the number 2. Howard space Sanders, number 2. 601-937-5671. At about maybe about 12:15, we'll open. No, not 12:15. We start at 10:30, 11:30, maybe about 11:45. We'll open the lines up for a few calls at 601-317-8138. Community, continue to love on one another, continue to do for one another. We don't need anyone's permission to save ourselves. And know this, nobody's come to save us yet. We have to save ourselves. You guys have a great Sunday morning, but be back here at 10:30 a.m. Peace. Man, I'm loving this song. We're going to do a video. Zach Service, you hear me right? We're going to do a video.
Hey, 601. Unity, love, and peace. Get peace. Love. Community. Hey, everybody. Hey, that's something to say. Listen, listen. Hey, 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 we got something to say. Listen. Hey, 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 better get off the couch. Get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, 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 we got something to say. Hey, 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 we got something to say. Hey, 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 better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Welcome to the show. We about to drop some knowledge. The Mr. Howard Sanders with the brother Coach Body. Superheroes, conversation about the real. They try to keep it clean, but let's express how you feel. Good spirit, good vibe, no hatred or no hate. We all in the same gang, gonna change a better day. The prophet of the truth, initials POT. No price tag on this knowledge, you can get it for the free. Reach one, teach one, the old and the young. We got it by the spirits with the power of the tongue. I'm on the inside looking out, they on the outside looking in. Keep it cordial, don't explore it. Call them family, call them friends. You pursue it to get love, count your bliss. Life is hard, but it's fair, and it comes with some lessons. Mental power for an hour, with some knowledge come to college. Important people, different topics, not that daily garbage gossip. Hey, 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 we got something to say. Listen, listen. Hey, 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 we got something to say. Listen. Hey, 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 better get off the couch. Get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, 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 we got something to say. Hey, 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 we got something to say.
Black Goldie the Mac, moving Southern style, Snow with no W. Man, you'd be surprised the transformation of your life when you get up off the couch. Connect with community. The work speaks for the work.